Moshi mosh. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another week of my Genshin live stream. Yo, Wilton. Good day to you. Hey, hello, Eddie Jr. Good day to you as well. I hope everyone has been doing well this week. As you guys can see, I'm trying to do the mixed event. I still haven't managed to figure out what is this sweet cider lake and this Barbatos boon. Do you guys have any idea what is this supposed to mean? Made with fruit juice as a base, silky smooth. Hello Angel. Hello Ice Bear. I'm doing good for the week so far. I hope everyone who is watching has been doing really well as well. So, anyone has any idea what is this sweet cider lake and Barbatos boon? Smooth. It falls under what? This should be tea, right? Sweet cider lake. I need at least 3 ingredients. So, what is this? I see that milk has been used. What the hell is this? Juice plus 2 and milk. And there is this juice plus 2 and milk is actually snow covered kiss. Fruit. What? What is this? What can be actually smooth? Okay, let's see if this is the formula for the Barbatos spoon. The thing is, I cannot remember all the recipe. Oh, this is the Barbatos spoon. Good suggestion. So this is the mint. So I'm left with the last one. Sweet cider lake. Juice plus milk. Okay, let's see. All the arrows are left. Come on. Let me unlock all of them. Ah, awesome! With you guys' help, I managed to unlock every single recipe inside. Thank you, everyone. This was actually pretty interesting as a bartender, and I'm left with the last one. See, it looks like you are ready. Score 500 points. Like to have a strong copy of a very intense flavor. Okay, let's try to do it. I love this. Are you guys enjoying this bartender event? I suppose you guys have already completed it. A small one, was it? Yes. What is this? A juice with milk foam on top. Huh? Can't they just tell me what is the name that they want it? What is supposed to have a milk foam on top? Sweet cider lake? What? Milk foam. I don't know. I just anyhow hunt them and try see what do I actually get. This actually, for a moment, I felt that it was actually more challenging. Oh no! Question mark. Juice with milk foam on top. What's this? Snow cover keys? Oh! It says milk foam. Oh, okay. I think the moment if you get one of it wrong, then it will actually start to snowball, then you will get roasted in this event. 1 juice, 2 milk. Yes, correct. Medium size Barbados spoon. I cannot remember what is Barbados spoon. Oh, this one. Okay. Which one? Extra fizz. Come on, you can pour faster, bro. A medium size one, was it? Yes. A strong. I don't know how to pronounce this word. And what is this in the first place? 3 coffee. A strong one. Just say you would like to have a strong coffee, please. A medium size. No, I need 500 points and I'm done with this. A medium size. Medium size. Okay. Yes. Sweet, refreshing, sweet and sour. Sweet and sour. I recall one of the tea was sweet and sour, right? That is the... Which one? Oh no, which one was the sweet and sour one? I don't know. I just anyhow try first. Wait, refreshing. But it says refreshing. There should be a mint, right? Oh no, I got it wrong. What do you want? Some refreshing fizzy juice. What is this refreshing fizzy juice? There was one with the fizzy one, right? Dawning Dew. I'll skip this one. Wait, I need to wait for this person to get angry first. 16 seconds. 14, 13. Come on. Let me get it done and over with. Ah, wrong again. What is this? Smooth afternoon tea. What is smooth afternoon tea? This one? 2 tea. Oh no, I failed. Ah, shit. Oh my god. I need 500. 500. What is Barbados spoon again? So is this one, and this one again? Extra fizz and extra mint. Hey, wait. Did I just press on T? It should be... I'm getting it wrong again. A large one. Hey! Oh, no. I got it wrong again. It should be this one. How am I supposed to remember all of this? All the recipe. Hurry up! Okay. Some kind of sweet and sour tea. What is this again? Which one is sweet and sour? Is this tea? This is worse than Spiral Abyss. I cannot even look at the chat when I'm doing this. Or is this a medium size? At least when I'm doing Spiral Abyss, I still have a chance to glance at the chat. Tart Brilliance. What is Tart Brilliance? Tart Brilliance is this. 2 tea, 1 lemon. 2 tea, so it should be 2 lemons. No worries. And subs all these are just a form of small support from time to time. Only do it when you are able to. Most importantly is you guys are enjoying my contents. That is actually more important to me. It's not a priority, not a must to always give me subs. Just enjoy the game together with me. Hop on the live stream whenever you can. That is all I actually ask for. Wait, large one, large. I need faster. 500. Birch sap, slightly sour birch sap. What is birch sap? Birch sap. This one. 2 tea, 2 lemon. 29 seconds. A large one. Come on, I'm going to 36 stars this. Large one. Yes, 400 points now. Medium size Barbatos Boon. What is Barbatos Boon again? This 3. A tea, this one. Extra fees, a medium size. So 600 points for me. 600 points. Okay, not too bad. Okay, I know this is coffee. Extra strong coffee. Because this woman just now did me dirty, you know. Okay. Awesome. Okay, let me have a look at the... What is the chat actually talking about? It's tea, not juice. Refreshing and fizzy must be Barbatos Boon. How do you guys even manage to remember? I cannot make it, man. The moment when I look at the description, then I will completely forget what were they actually talking about. How does this look like? Oh, this actually looks pretty awesome though. Okay. To signify that I got this name card with all of you over here, I shall have this name card to use it as a remembrance that this card was obtained together with every one of you here. Thank you guys so much for helping me and also watching me screw up the event. Okay, so she says tea and you go press on the juice tab. Flustered, you see. Worse than the spiral abyss. Talk less, work more. Our time ether. I got 800 points. Are you Ion bartending hustle? This is definitely not something that I excel in for sure. Actually, in general, most of the events, it's not something that I really excel in. Maybe the upcoming event, which is the Hakunin Iki, might be something that I might be able to do better because it's combat related. Okay, so that aside, once again, welcome to my live stream, everyone who is watching. And if anyone who might be interested to do a few rounds of artifacts farming domain, do feel free to shout out in the comment and also let me know if you want to join me because I will begin the run shortly. Okay, I can see that Wilton is actually in here. The place of interest to do the event that I'm looking at is Momiji Dai Court. So it will be cool to be able to obtain some emblem of the Severed Fate. So I'll begin in a few minutes time. So if anyone is interested, do feel free to let me know. I like combat events more, but this bartender event was awesome. I agree. This bartender event is the first time when I actually tried it. I find it pretty interesting because I've never tried any events like this before in other games, which is pretty refreshing. It's just unfortunate that I cannot remember all the recipe. Wait, this guy. So for whoever that might be watching right now, I was actually sharing that I will be farming the Momiji die cord in a few moments. For any viewers who might be interested to go for a few rounds, shout out if you want to actually join me and Bilton to do a few runs in the Momiji die cord and see if you are able to get anything from the domain. Can't wait for Hakunin Iki tomorrow. Yes. Hopefully it will be interesting as usual. We hope can get a good piece for Raiden. I definitely hope so. I also have been hoping to get an upgrade for Raiden Shogun as well. But so far, I didn't manage to get anything good as always. Farming for artifact is challenging. Alright, let's go. Actually, I wish that I will be able to do the Hakunin Iki during livestream, but that will probably be next week because the event is only releasing like tomorrow. Wait, the Thunder Strike is slime instead. Anything useful? No. A part of me is still hoping to be able to get a nice energy recharge artifact coming from the emblem of the Severed Fleet. But so far, I have never obtained any double crit stats energy recharge piece from the emblem of the Severed Fleet. Oh, that guy got completely destroyed. I can't remember that Iki event. The Iki event is you need to form a team of 2-2. If you can remember, it's 2 person per team. Then you start rotating. Then the mobs come in different waves, and it gets more and more challenging to see what kind of score you can get. I'm not too sure if tomorrow's event will be similar. So we'll actually need to see when it is released. I got a double crit, double defense goblet. Okay, let's leave this domain since we have one more player who has just joined. Ion let me in. Yeah. Left already. So what is Safari actually saying? Right, so right now there are two solid players in the world. Oh, and really efficient as well. before I can click on start, they are already ready. This doesn't happen in co-op all the time. Wrong character. We should be still good. Okay, so let me get out of here and let you change, or whoever that wants to change character. 2.6 live stream will be tomorrow. Yes, I recall it's on the 18th. So on the 18th, we will get to know more about Ayato as well. Although it's very like, how should I put it? A part of me is really hoping that Ayato will be really good. I mean, I'm hoping. I really do not know how is his performance. Like if he's going to be a strong character, then that will be really very fun, because it has been a while since or rather all of us have seen a character that is being appreciated right from the start. Usually when a character comes out, the mechanics is not being easily understood and feels that it doesn't fit into the meta immediately. Wait, this guy has no electro shoes anymore. So how many of you over here will be pulling for Ayato? I wish Kazuha doesn't get a rerun on 2.6. I spent all I had on Kokomi. Hopefully not though. Although I will not be pulling for Kazuha, but if you have all the strong characters all coming out in a same patch, it will be really very expensive. I mean, we will see that we have Ayato and Ayaka's chibi can be seen in the so-called the announcement as well. So most likely we can assume that Ayaka is also having a rerun in 2.6. So can you imagine having Ayaka, Ayato, and if they actually put in Kazuha as well, that will be really very insane patch, I must say. So better not be. Probably there might be a chance in maybe 2.7. I don't know if if there's such a thing called 2.7 or something. Then Kazuha can actually rerun there. That might be a better choice. And more economical for most of the players as well. But then it should look like Yomiya's rerun, it should be also not too far away already. And but I think that more players are interested in getting Kazuha over Yomiya for obvious reasons. Oh, that was fast. Hey Ion, been a while. Ready for 2.6 live stream tomorrow. I can't wait to get Ayato, he's so cute. I need Kazuha to be in 2.7 so I can save Primos. Not interested in Ayato, to be honest. I run Hyper Carry Child sometimes for fun. I imagine Ayato wouldn't be much better. I don't hope that Kazuha will come in 2.6, that's for sure. He can appear in 2.7 or something. Because like I said, that I hope that those who are playing this game will be able to obtain him because he's really very useful. Then how good Ayato will be is still a big question mark. I really do not know. But I do not think that you will feel like, oh, Ayato is going to be a replacement for Chao. I don't think that is going to happen. They are separate characters. They might have different users as well. So pulling for Ayato as a player, let's assume that I'm talking in a player's perspective. The very first reason is probably due to how good he looks, I would say. I mean, that is for aesthetic purposes. In terms of strength, we'll actually need to wait for the actual release so that we can mess around and see what we can get out of it. But I'm definitely hoping that he will be very useful because Hydro characters are pretty rare in this game, I would say. But after all, the game only has one Xingqiu. I don't think he can replace Xingqiu, that's for sure. But I hope he will be able to open up some other methods of playing in terms of Hydro application. Free Steam, I don't know. We shall see. Because if the developers are going to add in more solo target bosses again, then freeze will not be viable. I need to complete my husbando unit. Ayato, come home. I need a new Hydro unit. I don't have a lot of them. Yeah, Hydro, having a good Hydro unit is really very useful. Because I understand that not all players might want to pull for Kokomi, and there is really only one Xingqiu. Mona is good, of course, but just that Mona's Hydro application isn't long enough. And from certain information, we can see that wrong direction. Ayato's Hydro application seems long enough, but we don't know how many gauge unit is that Hydro application. But that aside, personal feelings, that guy looks good in terms of looks. Even though I'm a guy, still feel that those kind of characters like Zhongli's model, those all male characters, we are lacking quite a few. Because there are not a lot of male characters in this game. It would be nice to play a male character from time to time. Of course, I do know some viewers over here have already mentioned before waifu over all this, but I'm balanced. I like to play different characters, male and female. That is just me. I don't have a direct preference on like the need to play female characters all the time, you see. But anyway, for MiHoYo, their artwork is really very good. So I'm pretty sure that we won't be disappointed. Ato is fine though, nice. Mona is just a burst DPS besides if you want to make her into a main DPS. We need more male characters to make need more male characters in Genshin, I'm gonna be honest. You're more waifu and meta and mets. What is that supposed to mean? No one can replace Xingqiu, not even a 5-star character. It's very hard to get a second Xingqiu in this game. Not in the near future, I suppose. It's too useful. Too powerful. There are a lot of things we can say that value for money. The Xingqiu is definitely one of the most value for money characters. I can definitely remember in the earlier days when I started playing Genshin, when I realized that this guy is off-field Hydro with those kind of rain swords ability. Then immediately I use up all my resources to build him. I think if you actually scroll back to my very early videos, I think it should be in 2020 or something. You already see me build up Xingqiu and trying those kind of off-field attacks to see what can I get from this kind of stuff. That time, National Team Mortis was still not popularized yet. I pull mainly for gameplay. All characters look good to me. I kinda want Eula rerun though, since I have Skyward Pride. How long is Ayato cooldown? Will Ayato be good with Yai? Ayato's cooldown... Is it okay to talk for me to talk about it? It should be the 6 seconds E, 12 seconds cooldown. The Q itself, of course, these are not finalized. We still need to wait for the actual live. But from my understanding is 20 seconds cooldown for Q and 18 seconds duration for the Q. I don't know if this has been changed already or not, but that is what I can remember. But if you can reign so long, definitely will be pretty useful. The Hydro application should be fair enough. Whether good or not with Yaimiko, this needs to be further explored, because Yaimiko, the thing about Yaimiko is if you are facing multiple targets, Yaimiko doesn't work that well, you know, because those totems, even though it will be patched in the future, I mean, of course, these are all rumors that it is supposed to hit the nearest target to Yaimiko. It still doesn't change the fact that it is a single target. So if you have multiple targets, right, then might be a bit more challenging. But the Thunder Strike strikes really very hard, that is for sure. And the Electro application is definitely more consistent. Ayato and Hu Tao. Yup, yes, Newton, I'm done. We will need to actually see during the Q burst how frequent the Hydro application will be. Currently, Currently, I don't want to discuss too much about the mechanics of the character yet because a lot of things need to hands-on. Then I can give you a better answer. But I still feel that if we are talking about Hu Tao, most likely Xingqiu will still be more compatible with her. Ayato probably has other users in other areas. That is my own speculation. Without any actual testing or proof, that is for sure. I mean, obviously I'm not a beta tester. It's just a gut feeling that the best hydro unit for Hu Tao at the moment should be Xingqiu because the rain source will do a lot of damage also. And the orbital source and rain source apply hydro at a very high frequency as well. So it's optimal for Hu Tao to whip her charge attacks. But for something like the Ayato's rain, I don't know what is that skill actually called. It's for sure it's something Kamisato, don't know something. But I don't think that the hydro application can be as quick as Xingqiu. If not, you'll be pretty busted, you see, because Hu Tao's charge attack don't have internal cooldown. You guys should be aware of this. You can imagine if that rain can actually apply at a rate where Hu Tao can actually consistently vape. I do think that is pretty insane though. Because Hu Tao can do the vape at a very high frequency rate, you guys see. Can you try Sunfire Jin come in Abyss? Oh, Sunfire Jin. It has been a while since I actually tried Sunfire. But what kind of Sunfire matches are we looking at? I like how they fix one of Yai's least problematic issues first, but doesn't fix for Yoimiya. You know, this I don't really know when are they. I don't even know if they are aware that she. I don't know if their books do they actually think that she has a problem or not. That's the thing we need to actually first identify. Of course, more player feedbacks naturally means that there could be a higher probability the developers might look into it. If it's just very small amount of feedbacks, then probably it will be just cast aside. Because if nobody is complaining, that means we can place our priorities in other places. I mean, that's natural for most of the people, I would presume. There will be more other pressing matters that needs to be attended to. Are you F2P, Ion? No, far from it. If you... how can I be F2P? Okay, I can understand that you may not have watched my contents, but I'm not F2P. In community terms, I'm a whale. I'm not a Leviathan for sure, but I'm definitely a big whale. Not the top end kind of big whale, but still a pretty big spender in the game itself, for sure. Customer service is very aware of Yoimiya issues upon release, and her name was blacklisted on Bilibili on Genshin stream. As for the developers, don't know. Xingqiu is definitely the best hydro applier for Hu Tao, Diluc, Yoimiya, and Yanfei. But really, I want a better hydro applier for my Xiangling. Hydro applier. We shall see when he's released what we can actually get from it. Personally, I will also want to know what can I actually get from him when I start to play him. It will be fun if he's very viable, but he does look like a DPS to me. So I am hoping that when we say DPS, of course I will want a feel good factor when I'm playing him. I believe that the feel good factor must be there. I don't need 1 million damage, but for my case I will say that I want to feel that he's efficient in terms of completing the abyss. And that is more from a abyss focused player like myself, which character strength still matter to a certain extent to me, or rather I should say to a large extent. Because if everyone is going to say that all characters are viable, but it's obvious that there is still a difference in terms of their efficiency in completing the abyss. Some characters have it easier, just naturally have it easier. Unless the meta is completely against them, then of course there's nothing much we can do about it. How come I cannot see where's my Bennett? And have you guys actually activated Bennett C6 already? I wanna see you try physical Jin. Oh sure. I was try out the Sunfire first, but it's just that I'm thinking the Sunfire, what should I actually pair with? Because it has been a while since I actually done a Sunfire. Because in the past when we did the Sunfire Jin was originated from during the Abyss Lecter period, where we needed a very constant source of pyro application to break the electro shoes efficiently. So that is when how the Thunder Fury Bennett actually came about as well. What is the name of Pale Flame? I was actually trying out Razor yesterday in Spiral Abyss to see if I can get some decent completion time, but perhaps probably my Razor isn't level enough. He's level 80, so the clearing speed wasn't as ideal as I hope it should be. So instead of doing that, I went for Diablo's suggestion of the full 4-star and the full 4-star, both for weapons and characters, to see what can I get out of it. I'll activate when we get Constellation Toggle Copium. Oh, I really do not know if this thing is ever going to come about or not. I really wanted to activate C6 to see what can I get out of it, but you know, sometimes pyro infusion on melee weapons is not always the best case scenario. So that's why, and for me who enjoys messing around, pyro infusion is not what I want. That's what I can say. What can we get? What can we get over here? Can we regenerate? I probably don't want to pair Sarah in this run because there will be too much damage. So when we talk about earlier on, there was we were actually mentioning about Yomiya. So what kind of issues or do you guys actually think that Yomiya has? Do you guys actually think that Yomiya has a very big problem? If yes, what is the problem that we are actually talking about? I don't know what am I playing over here, but let's just do it. Will I actually die from this? Her arrow can easily miss on moving enemy. So we are actually talking about having some hit scan mechanics over here or something. Why do these enemies actually fly so far away from? Are you going to stay out of my circle again? This kind of few mechanics over here right now with agile enemies and enemies getting staggered all over are one of the very big reasons why I don't play Sunfire at the moment. Because the enemies are literally moving around everywhere, it's very difficult for me to stay on the same spot all the time. Come on, come in baby. Come to me. Nice. I just realized the time is ticking away. Hey, wait, what was my Yomiya wearing? I actually didn't check the artifact before I started. The damage looks a bit weird, but oh yeah, it literally just missed. Even the Q also missed. Fuck, man. If there is one issue that I wanted to talk about Yomiya is more of her artifacts that you see. Even though her Q isn't extremely useful, but I still don't like the idea that how the artifact is supposed to almost as good as telling me to don't use the Q. Because when I press the E, during that I think maybe 7 to 8 seconds, plus minus when I'm firing the arrows, I really cannot afford to fire the Q because the animation is up my elemental skill time. So when I finish firing the arrows, if I were to pass my Q, the next rotation when I come back, there could be a chance I do not have 15 energy. So when I press my E, the effect, the 4-piece effect doesn't get activated. Then I'm losing a ton of damage. So I don't like how that artifact actually works for her. Or who knows, maybe it was never intended for her? Ah. it's kind of annoying that she fall back on each shot. Yeah, she will get further and further away. So when you play these kind of characters, like for example, like earlier on I was talking about, like for example we talked about Sunfire or even Bennett's field. You want to stay in the field. But when she fires and she gets back and further away, you will need to actually do a short sprint to move back into the circle. This can actually happen. I believe that you guys know what I mean. And then the other thing is you see this guy. I have no idea what kind of aiming mechanics this giant prawn actually has. Okay, it does look like a prawn to me, by the way. You come to think of it, Want me to fire aim shots, right? I think this one should be homing, yeah? But will we chase her? No, fuck. Stop firing those weird stuff on me. Just land on the ground. So right now this thing can actually fix onto the person. Okay, whatever. This guy is wasting too much of my time. Oh no, I just got hit by that. Left with 7 minutes. Okay, we should be good. Oh, what kind of artifact am I wearing exactly? It doesn't. I'm not getting the crits. Whoa, that's a lot. That's a big list if you want it. Okay, her auto targeting, attack string targets a different way. Her mark AOE is extremely small. Her ult has a very small AOE when you use it, so it can easily miss. She requires a full-time shooter who is only Zhongli. Ito ideally has everything she wants. Better resistance to interruption and attack string, not resetting. I also think Shimenawa was never intended to work with her. I wish her marked numerous enemies like Chao and the things I mentioned about too. You need to use your burst to get a stack with her 5-star bow, and not use your burst at all with the F2P bow. All this you guys mentioned, I can definitely see where you guys are coming from. The Q definitely feels less impactful. That is for sure. Oh my god, these two guys. One thing about the attack string is that it's you know the hardest hitting. Ouch. The hardest hitting stack is actually the last two strings, which is I think 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5 actually hits harder. So if you don't bring a shooter, you are pretty much screwed, you see. Because if she does a dash or if she gets interrupted, right, her damage is actually very little with the first 2 shots or something. Which is unfortunate in a sense. Which one is a Rhyme Biter? This guy. YOLO, YOLO, YOLO. Time to do the job. Like, she's a single target character, but if she targets a different enemy halfway, that's terrible for a single target character. Like Smithy say, Ito has everything she wants on his kit. Resistance to interruption and attack string not resetting. Attack string not resetting is actually pretty important for her case. Because those who play Yoimiya knows this attack string itself, this first 2 shots is actually pretty meh. It's not like the damage is completely shit, but 3, 4, 5 actually hits really very hard. So in ideal cases, if you want her damage to be maximized, you definitely want her to fire off this whole 5 string. But however, if she doesn't have a shielder, or if you don't bring a shielder and she has 0 resistance to interruption, let's say she fire 1, 2, she gets interrupted. You go back to 1, 2 again. Then something happens, you need to dodge, and you are back to 1, 2 again. So you are forever not getting these 3 hard hitting strings, which is a massive DPS loss considering she only hits 1 target. If she cannot do the single target role or the job well enough, then she basically fulfills nothing because she cannot hit multiple targets. And this only lasts for 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds to try to fire off at least, I will suppose, at least 3 times of this. So that is why for her case, due to how this works, a shielder is needed. But we also know that shields in this game, there's only 1 true solid shielder. It has to be Zhongli. The other shielders, no matter how much I'm going to tell you viable or not, they are viable, but the most viable is still Zhongli, but not everyone have Zhongli. The truth is, some people may not like him and don't want to build him, or don't want to pull for him, but they maybe want to play for Yoimiya. So it's complicated in this case that why she has no resistance to interruption, and she's really good at single target. We understand that, but in my very first impression that previously I've mentioned before about Yoimiya, if you are a dedicated single target character, because it's strictly really single target, you have to make sure that you are doing it better than everyone or anyone, or else you lose your purpose. I'm not trying to make a direct comparison on who is better or who is not, because I enjoy playing their playstyle, but we know that there are other characters who can do AoE DPS and can do massive amount of damage onto a single target character as well. And considering she has no supportive capabilities, I don't really consider a Q as a support at this very moment, because the Q is not really very useful. So I can agree with the sentiments on wanting to fix her or allowing her to get a buff, because in terms of the money we spend, it's not like character A is more cheaper than her or something. They are all 5-star characters. We are spending an equal amount of money trying to invest on the character. Then of course we want to see the value that we invest in. plus if she's a character or your so-called waifu that you like, then of course we will want to see her doing fairly well, I would say. At least for my case, let's say I like a particular character, I don't expect her to be head and shoulders over all the other characters. But at the very least, I hope that it doesn't feel like the character is way too behind as compared to other characters. Nobody has really actually complained about Hu Tao because she has a certain amount of AoE. She can actually does six. She's pretty much a single target unless you can position her very well. But she does her job very well. So likewise for Yoimiya, definitely she has areas to improve, that is for sure. Of course, one of her biggest perks over here is because being an archer, she has the capability to fight those mid-flight enemies, which makes things easier as well. But you know, arrows being arrows can miss, you see. So who knows, maybe in future they might do something in terms of the arrow missing. I find Yoimiya fun to play, but I wish she has better damage without needing constellations. No, for my case, you guys see that I pull constellation of a character for reasons. As always, I've always been saying that I'm not encouraging anyone to spend more money. But when I pull a constellation for a character, that means in my book, this character damage feels slightly lacking without constellation. That is why I need the constellations in order to do my Spiral Abyss contents better. I do have, like I mentioned before, I do have another account which is owned by my partner. There is a C0 Yoimiya there. So both accounts I need to clear Spiral Abyss. So I definitely can tell the significant difference between their power. It's not like she's not functional at C0, don't get me wrong. She's fine. She can function pretty well at C0. But like you guys are aware that single target means she need to kill the enemy much faster. If her single target capabilities are not up on par, then that means I need to give her even more power boost. But of course, I have friends who have C6R5 of her. They don't have any complaints about her because she's completely broken at C6R5. But how many of the players are going to have her at C6R5 anyway? That's a thing. No, general players will not be able to understand or empathize with power level at C6R5 as well. Okay, so physical Jin. Physical Jin. I don't know if physical Jin can work or not. That is the thing. But anyway, requests are made. I will definitely fulfill it because I'm not here to always 36 stars. I'm here to provide a viewing experience for every one of you who makes requests. No problem, Ice Bear. Hope you enjoy watching. I'm definitely getting Ito on his rerun. So far, Ito, when I got him, I never regretted it. It's just I need better artifacts for him, which the artifacts refuses to drop. There are so many sets of artifacts that we need to farm. But there is only that much resin we have per day. So and with new characters coming out and new artifact sets again, we might need to farm for new artifact sets. So these artifacts that I wanted to upgrade will become a backlog. Then that is a big problem. Then I can never find an upgrade for my other sets or for other characters, because let's say if Ayato's signature set is coming out, it makes sense for me to farm for him if I'm going to pull for him. So what will happen to my other characters. Like for example, like I just mentioned Ito, that I need better artifacts for him because I don't have a lot of energy recharge on him. I still need some form of energy recharge even though I have his constellations. Since single target bosses don't drop energy particles, you see. Then it will take forever for me to try to farm the Hearts of Opulent Dreams. Then I also wanted to get an upgrade for Eula since 10 million years ago because this critical rate helm circlet critical damage actually suck. There isn't, because I also need to farm for Shiminawa trying to get an upgrade for Raiden as well as Yomiya. Actually, there's only 160 what do you call that, racing per day. Then it's quite challenging, you see. Okay, where is my what is her name again? What is she wearing? I cannot remember. No, I prefer this. This has more consistent hydro electro application. Ito is fun and smooth to play. Ito, I think I have heard a lot of different discussion about him. Of course, it's subjective and objective, because if today you are a spender or even if you are not, you can see that there are a lot of solid character qualities you see in Ito, which other Genshin Impact characters might actually need. A few things in terms of his charge attack, the strings, certain form of resistance to interruption, his constellation constantly power up what he does best, which is DPS, more DPS, better rotation, even more damage. And even his weapon looks pretty good for him. So if you were to, because there was one comparison I actually saw, was talking about comparing him with Xiao, both at C6. So you can see that we know that the common consensus is that Xiao is completely a different character at C6. We cannot deny that. But of course, we must acknowledge that there is a weakness in terms of this C6, which is single target, which it doesn't work. Because you need to hit 2 enemies and above when doing the plunge before you can do the unlimited E. But for Ito wise, you don't actually see this. And him being a DPS wise, right, he feels smooth to play. He can consistently proc his charge attack so quickly that probably when you only see it like for a C6 deloop probably, then I don't think I need to give any further introduction in terms of how much damage he actually does even at C0. So I understand players wanting to get him. That is something that I personally experienced when I first played Ito at C0. Because it has been a while since when I done because in the past when I done showcases at C0 very long ago, the comments were usually very positive. Until when closer to the Inazuma arc, where during around, which I recall was around Kazuha times, where the character skills are not easily understood on the spot because it might seem familiar or similar to other characters' kit. Then more of the comments were more towards negative for most of the part. Even Raiden, even Yomiya, any characters that I've done on the C0 showcases, I can see that there are quite a number of negative comments, or if best, neutral, slightly positive. Ito is the only one only C0 character that I have seen a lot of positive comments, which a lot of players are recognizing his capability in terms of his role as a DPS. Then with him as an exception, then after that all the characters, yeah, you know, like Shenhe, Yai Miko, all these are all, you know, not very positive as always. Even Ayaka, when she was released, when I did the C0 showcases, the comments were not very positive as well. Until when she is being understood, then players start to recognize her value. But Ito, offhand, right off the bat, people are already, wow, this Oni is truly Ore-sama ni makasero. Is leave it to me. Is literally leave it to him. Let him do the job. Those kind of feelings, you know. Yeah, so that is a consensus that I actually saw through the comments itself. Where is Fisho? Those constellations are comparable to Eula. Okay. He's up there with Kazuha in terms of fun factor, in my opinion. Ion, every time before he plays a beast, what are they wearing again? Because the artifacts changes every run, you see. I mean, I have the habit of swapping. That's why I say I'm not a Leviathan, because I don't have multiple copies of the same weapon. I have one copy of each. Then definitely the characters will need to be accommodating. Today you use the Skyward Spine, right, Xiangling? Okay, Xiangling, lend it to me, okay? Okay, then, you know, those sharing around kind of things here and there. Why is the bird stuck like that? Well, of course, so far, for my personal feeling, right, I still find I find Raiden very fun to play. That is why there are a lot of videos you see on me. I still enjoy using her a lot. That is one thing. What the fuck, dude? This guy can actually be. How he can float? Wait, I'm still on track, right? Okay. Hey, come now. Go into the air. Is it worth it? Oh, worth it. He's really very fun to play. And in terms of, because Ito is DPS, so if we see as a DPS, he definitely performs fine. If you have the necessary supports, he will perform even better. he does have some energy recharge issues without constellations, so that is why I mentioned you need to farm artifacts for him which has energy recharge. That 70 energy cost is actually pretty big. This might affect his rotation. But once he enters his burst mode and does his superlative strength or something there, right? The damage itself is what is this guy even doing? That is what I was actually thinking. He hits really very hard. Serious. And when he does his pin charge attacks, all this, right, it's very hard to interrupt him. I don't know if it's possible to interrupt him. Not that I can remember, but he's a super solid character. That is what I can say. But of course, I must mention, because him being a Joe, that means reaction damage is not there. So for players who are looking to play for vape, all this, of course, yeah, you know. Why are you flying? This thing doesn't work. Okay. I'm here. Hey, I cannot change my character. Why? You know, sometimes there is this kind of weird hitbox thing that if you stay too near to something, then you cannot change your character. That big prawn is one example. When I was actually doing those Spiral Abyss runs here and there, I often encountered issues in terms of switching characters. Hey, this thing, die! I love how flexible Jin is a character. With Goro constellations, he becomes broken. Yeah, I hit over 100k with his Taunt and almost 60k charge attacks with C6 Goro and Red Horn, and my artifacts still need improvement. Yeah, though that boo, right, is totally boo, you know, the amount of damage coming out when he's in his burst mode. It's insane, I must say. Really? I'm gonna drain all my energy away? Wait, this one is the... Oh, okay. So it's the boat eater that I need to give some attention to right now. Oh my god, these two guys. Stop it! Fuck you. Why is the boat? His elemental skill is broken. He's really high and generates a lot of particles. Yeah, that's why I say the bull is bull. When I first got him, and I was looking at this this skill, I was thinking to myself, 584% damage. Pretty good for E skill. Then when I actually use it, I was like, oh, what is this amount? What is this amount of damage? That was exactly what I actually thought when I first used him. But like I say, because my artifacts suck, then I do have some issues trying to generate his energy, even though I have his constellation. But however, once he has his burst up, he's actually extremely fun to play. Okay, since we are on the topic of Ito right now, I do recall I have some elegance books for him. Why not try a level 12 and let's see what can we get out of it. Since all of you guys are talking, well, my ER is very low. It's almost non-existent because the artifact pieces that I got for him, right, is, you see, I only have 5%. The artifact pieces drop basically didn't actually manage to have any energy recharge except for this one. It all didn't came with it, which is unfortunate. I really wanted a good amount of energy recharge so that I can keep his elemental burst healthy. But you know, artifact RNGs are being artifact RNGs. Nothing much I can do about it. And like I say, there's simply not enough resins to try to farm. And it is not like even if I have the resins, I will be able to get. You see. Okay, so let's see which one should I be getting. Okay, this one I don't think I have enough books. Drop 3 books. So let's try a level 12. Make it actually so-called 99. This is a Constellation 4 Ito. That means that you guys will, when his rerun is coming, I will definitely be pulling with you guys because I'm definitely going to get his Constellation 6. I recall one of you was actually trying to tell me to get his C6, but I actually said no because I don't really want to C6 a character on the first banner. Eula was is the only exception that I actually made, if I recall. I don't recall I C6 a 5-star character during the first banner. But yeah, most importantly is I will be trying to pull for his Constellation 6 when he is released. Because as a DPS, I strongly feel that he is good. Sounds like I'm promoting him, but his funny character and his performance actually made me feel good about it. No, I didn't see a clip of a player because nowadays in fact most of the time I don't really have the time to watch other videos because aside from gaming, there is work for me to do as well. There's not a lot of time for me to browse videos, so that which is a bit unfortunate. I can only spend some time in forums or probably Discord reading up things here and there. That is the amount of time I have currently. Yeah, but early on, like I mentioned, right, I really would like to have a better energy recharge piece on him. That would be the best case scenario. So that is why right now I might, in the near future, I might need to also raise a Favonius Warbow for my what is his name called? The doggo? Goro, yes. Because I already raised a Favonius Lens on Zhongli, then probably a Favonius Warbow, then it might actually help bit even more on the what do you actually call that, on his energy recharge. In this run, you guys might still see that my Ito will still experience some energy recharge issues here and there. No healers? Come, let's mess around. I don't really care about the first part since it's much more manageable than the second part, at least to me. Except for the 12th one, which is slightly challenging. Yeah, I definitely need a Favonius Warbow, but judging with the amount of resource I have, and who is coming soon? Someone is coming soon. So I will need to pull for the weapon as well. So the amount of resource left is probably almost close to none already. Wait, did you guys just got deleted? Okay. Wait, what are you wearing? Why do you have 38k health? Wait. NG. The amount of the artifacts on her feels really weird. What is Hu Tao wearing? Oh, what is this? Noblesse? Okay, I can remember because that is what actually my Bennett was actually using for that set actually, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. This explains why the damage seemed to suck. And this means that my Bennett is actually wearing some weird artifacts as well, huh? Where's my Benny boy? Benny boy? Let's do a artifacts check. Oh my god, what is he actually wearing, man? Luckily we came out to actually check. If not later on, his performance, even Ito's performance will be actually implicated. Who was the last person that I was using? Oh, here. Okay. Benny Boy, where is Benny Boy? Here. Okay, let's try this again. What? Just die, okay? You're so good at charging, eh? Stick together, team. Wow, was that 160 something K for that bull? Why am I climbing the pillar right now? Wrong timing, bro. $169K. Okay, I'm pleased with the result. Ora ora ora. Definitely a very solid damage coming from Ito. That is 100% for sure. Ouch. Ouch. This is Ito with constellations actually. Fuck, this guy is in the sky. I can't even hit him. Are you going to land soon? Or are you going to summon your shoe? Hurry up. Whoa! What the fuck was that? Wait, what? This guy is doing the tornado shit? Okay, fuck it, man. Wait, oh my god, I'm out of the Bennett circle. Fuck. Nice. Come on, land on the ground. Whoa, that my 3 of my characters actually have very little health left. And I just realized I'm running out of time as well. Not like this, man. I wasted too much time trying to wait for him to land. Now that is the energy issue that I was actually talking about. You can see that if I were to use my burst all this, you see I'm completely off energy right now. Come on, boy. You are still flying. Ouch. Ah. So you don't have a... Hey, hello, Potato Man. So you don't have a Favonius bow. I have it, but I didn't level it. Because the amount of crystals that I have on hand is very little already. I think to fully level a 5-star weapon, you need about 900 something of the crystals. So if I can remember, I have about 900 right now. Wait, oh, he's wearing deathmatch. Since when he's wearing a deathmatch? This explains. I was under the impression he's actually wearing a Favonius, what the hell do you call that? Favonius lens, correct. Are you done? And fighting these two guys is a big problem because they drain energy. Which is the boat eater guy, this guy. My god, stop draining my energy! Oh no, I really need that Favonius lens. I have no idea what to farm anymore. You won't survive that! Okay, I have no idea what to farm. Oh, that's a big problem, you know. Favonius wobble I do have, but let me have a look. I do recall I have one. It's just that it's sitting there since forever. Yeah. Ooh. I have 2 copies of it. Or was it? Favonius, yeah. Oh, Favonius lens is on Xiangling. Crystals, and the amount of crystals, I have 1017 crystals right now. Show the stats of Kokomi AE. What is AE? Okay, let me get this back on him first, because that is the item that I needed. For Kokomi, where is my mermaid? We can definitely try that in a while. This is my Kokomi stats. (89.6) crit damage, but it doesn't really matter because the crit rate is negative. Energy recharge is 156.4. Hydro damage bonus is 28.8. 43k health. Using Everlasting Moonglow Refinement 1. Artifacts is Ocean Hue Clam 4 piece. Constellation is 0. The talent level is at 989. We can definitely try it out. Since there are spare materials here and there, we can slap some of these items. Since it is pretty important to have this bow level anyway. So what is his stats right now? 53.6% crit rate. Oh, what is this helm? Defense. Oh, my Raiden is actually wearing some wrong artifacts as well earlier on, but it doesn't matter. Let's actually have a look. Okay. And what is this? Wait, she isn't using 4-piece emblem. No, okay, cool. I just realized that all my artifacts are completely screwed. So the Raiden you guys were looking at all the while was actually not even a 4-piece emblem Raiden. I was a bit surprised. Okay, dry run again, dry run. I will definitely want to see this run whether my Ito can keep up with his energy with 2 Favonius weapons in question. That is why I try to farm more than one of the same artifacts. You see, I have 3 sets of Emblem of Severed Fate and it's still not enough. And when you say try to farm in this case, I believe that the luck factor is in question for all the players. It's not that I don't want to farm, trust me. But it's just I cannot seem to get any good artifact out of it. Too much character using Emblem of Seventh Fate. Yeah, correct. Really, I have quite a number of them using the Emblem of Seventh Fate. Oh, no crits. No crits, really, bro? How are you going to do? Why are you doing this to me? Ora. Come to me, baby. Why are these guys getting staggered like nobody's business? You are still alive, not bad. I still don't have a ER emblem sense. Yeah. Earlier on when I was farming along with Aris and Milton, I was actually mentioning about the unfortunate farming sessions that I have, whether is it online or offline. God damn it. That artifact is rigged, I must say. EOSF is the worst domain when it comes to drops. Definitely. Yeah, everyone is on the same page for sure, man. Bro, calm down. What is this? You throwing rubbish on me? Holy shit, this guy. Ah, yes, he's finally doing this. Okay, I have 8 minutes this time round. Bobonia's way to go, man. Excellent suggestion. I mean, that means can consider try to get more Favonius Warbows refinements to make sure that it's more consistent as well, huh? But it's 100% and nicer. Agree, Blizzard Strayer. In fact, the essential piece of the artifact is always the hardest to get. At the very least, what I can say is for Emblem of Seventh Fate, trying to get a good energy recharge sense out of that domain for the emblem set. I can tell you for a person who spent a few thousand resins, it doesn't exist. At least that is my experience can tell you. Are they moving in together? Oh no, that's probably too much damage for this guy to sustain already. Fuck you! These two guys, which one should I be actually hitting, man? Die! Yep, two Favonius weapon in this case is going to resolve, at least for my case, my Ito's issue. Because his constellation, for one of the constellation actually refunds, or is it refund? Is that the correct word to put it? Restore, correct. Restore 6 energy. So, because I have 3 geos, so up to 18 energy. So basically it reduces 70 minus 18. So was it like 52 or something? Yeah, 52 energy to activate the burst. So the cost isn't that great, but however, it's just that unfortunately my Ito in this case only has about 105% energy recharge, which is pretty pathetic due to the gracefulness of the RNG gods of the artifact domains. However, with the Favonius lens and also with Smith's suggestion on the low level Favonius Warbow, actually enables the cycling of the ultimate throughout the whole team to be extremely smooth. So in this case, most likely I will be permanently using this setup and probably won't take off the Favonius Warbow on our doggo. What is his name again? I cannot remember. Goro, yes, Goro. So right now the objective over here is to try to find some refinements for the Favonius Warbow to make it more viable. So I do hope that this run will give for some players a better idea that if you are interested in pulling Ito, and if you already have other chill characters such as you have Goro, and preferably if you have Zhongli as well, because shields still help, because minus 20% Joe resistance. It definitely helps because you don't get a lot of Joe resistance reduction from other sources. So Zhongli is definitely going to help in some ways. But if you don't have it, other Geo members will still be useful in one way or another. But if you are facing a shielded enemy, then of course Albedo's Transient Blossom will not work. That is probably something you guys might need to be aware of. But other than that, Ito fulfills his role as a DPS viable. Definitely worthy of your money unless who knows, in the future there is another broken DPS that is going to come out. But it has been a while since we truly seen a real broken. I really cannot remember which character is considered very broken, like probably Gan Yu, who has solid off-field capabilities, taunt, and is able to do a lot of damage herself as well. So this kind of characters probably will not come anytime soon again. Unless we see in the future how the Dendro characters are going to be. And hey, it's 10:55 on my side. So probably calling it a day. And hopefully, and just to inform all of you who are watching the live stream right now, next Thursday I will not be live streaming. It's March 24th. The reason is it is my birthday, so I'll be taking an off for the day to celebrate with my loved ones. So meanwhile, I do hope that everyone will have a good time today as well and for the rest of the week. Once again, thank you everyone so much for your time today and always attending my live streams. And today I can see that there are more people waiting for the live stream before I actually started. I really appreciate your time and all this. I am very happy about it as well. If your day is starting out, I wish you a great day ahead. And if your night is coming to an end, going to rest, I wish all of you a great night's rest. Thank you so much for your time once again. I will see you guys next week, Thursday, 9 PM. This is IonStorm. Peace out. Good night.